I'm going to start this video from my bedroom. All right, in my bedroom over here. See, when I shut the door, what happens? Look, this light is coming from outside. This light is coming from outside. Okay, the thing is with that light, right, is the sun is on that side of the house right now. There is no sun on this side of the house. The only thing we have right now that's reflecting is energy, because there is no sunlight. You see the sunlight on me right here? Okay, you see the sunlight on here? That's sunlight. And now let me shut the door to the other room. Why is there light on my head? Okay, do I have to shut the lamp off? Ah, no more light. So now let's see, maybe I made a mistake on that door. Right? Made a mistake on that door. No mistake. There's no light on this side. You see the same white light that is coming in? Right? Same white light that was coming in. And this is from my lamp. Okay, now I'm going to show you something a little bit different. See, it's white. The reflector goes on. The reflector is yellow. It's yellow. I'm white again. Things disappear. Paint disappears. Colors disappear because of the light. What I want to talk about, and that's all I talk about, is revelations. And the Bible says to reveal yourself, to reveal something, a revelation. Rev is to speed up, and rev is to wake up. To cleanse the pineal gland, that we should have air that goes all the way in and around and down and out. We've got to cling the bell with that air inside our head to receive, to have receivership, to learn how to think. We only need to think of and complete the question, a task. You don't know how to play the guitar, sit down, take all the time in the world, and you will learn to play the guitar. Because man is born, and we are on the hour cycle, where things have to get done in a period of time, otherwise you can't pay the bills. In worlds where the laugh is not spelled with the carryover U into GH, L, A, L, and F, the elf, inside this word. You don't see red. 11 is black, 1 and 1 is red, but it makes a black number inside K. 1 and 1 and 2 and 2, and 2 and 4, and 2 and 6 and 2 and 8, they're all black. 1 and 1 is red. Half is at 22. Everything else is a piece and a particle of 1 and 1. 3 and 11 and minus 11, 14 and 8. 6 and 8 communication around this dice. And if this dice represents what? You see, when I find out the representation, right now I'm only working about the numbers, right? The numbers, some of the words and sounds, C and K. It's a K that goes together. Clock. They put CK together in clock, right? But they don't always put everything together. Like in the word cricket, you can spell it with a C or a K, but there's no CK together. 22 for life, 0, 6. 0, 6 is the number. 6 and 14 are green and pull, the DNA of man's heaven. Dinah is the word. Sunday. Inside all the days of the week in French, it also says D. The word D, the word med, the word me, all these words represent part of and half. Il a dit, someone has said. Sam dit, someone has said, someone has spoken. The middle of something, med, middle. Things that repeat in halves. Inside shore, you have the hour spirit. You have the gold of the electronic. You have time, heaven, cycle of the hour. They call it the circuit, home run, around all 3 bases and bat, right? If I put the B here or the H here, right? Or if I put the B here or the H here, it's different, right? With B, right? If everything was silent in this position, because this is the H position, where things become silent in French. And in French, they have a hard time to say this, the H letter. So instead of saying hat in French, they're going at, because they have a hard time pronouncing the H. G and H, 7th and 8th letter, equals to 15. P and H, 8th and 16th letter, equals to 24. They both have the F sound. 1 and 5 is 6, 2 and 4 is 6, 6 is 6. 15, 6, 21. 24, 6, 30, creation. 21 and 30, 51 of Mars. Minus it, 18, resident angel. The 6. Minus it is 9. 9 and 15, the birth. 9 is letter I. 15 is letter O, representing 10. Just putting it together. J and G, they exchange sounds in French. So this is just what happens in language. To make it as simple as what I do. So I tear apart these things and I build. And I build what the truth speaks. Inside this, okay, is one area square, but it totals in an area of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 9. But this area is not speaking. There's 4 areas here to 1 area here to 4 areas here. 1, 5, 9. 1, 5, 9. 1, 5, 9. Or 1, 5, 9, 9, 5, 1, 1, 5, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now when we do what is automatic to this, north and south, east and west, the reality of going north and south will show you a figuration of the letters. I gave you the basis of the figuration of the letters, meaning that if A, B, C, D, E came into the center, right, the E would be now 0. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 equaling to 0, and 4 equaling to 1, 0. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10, 1, 0. This equals to 15. That is a half. 15 is a half. It is the center of 2 sides. It is the center. Okay, remember, flat parts is where you can sit at the table. No one's sitting at the corner. You sit at the corner, you're losing all kinds of space. You sit in the exact flat. Everybody sits in the flat, puts down their space, and to each side of their plate is nothing but the fork and the knife for their hands. For the prayer at the table where they put their nose inside the food. Where the forehead of their head sits where the bread basket is. Understanding formation. But in the reality of this picture, okay, if this one ends in E, then the dropping down of this one would be 3 areas at a time. This is a drop down of 4. 1 to E is 4. 1 to 5 is 4, and 5 to 9 is 4. So the drop down from here to here, this would be an H letter over here. That would be a, I would have to drop down that way. So if that was E, that would be a B. B, E, H. And this would be the definition of the federal and the lamb. The federal and the lamb. Because of this cube, this reality, and a calculator that shows me all the numbers in the world where all the keys are. You know the way you sit in front of the Nintendo and you're moving your man and you're playing all these games and you're moving everywhere, and how do you do it? And they're playing disco guitar and all these crazy games that I've never saw. I just think it's utterly fantastic. And then you go ahead and you say, well, how can you do that? Because my magic, what I do, the game I play, because it's so rare and it's not in functionality rate, this is the rate, okay, that you learn how to create those other games. All your games that you create, I redo it in letters. I rebuild where a letter or something has to go, and it has to take formation, equality to its own relationship, so that everything else can relate together, just like me showing you this and showing you this and saying, if this was a telephone and these were 6 of the 9 of the keys, 3 of them missing, what would you get? Remember, in a dial phone, the center area where 5 should go is empty, and it turns all around 5. All you have is the outside numbers. So we add a number here, we add a number here, we add a number here. Now you have 9. We add a number on the outside, it makes it a little bit wider. Now we have 10. But we run this in string theory. Right? You pull it as a string, you bring it around in a circle. Square theory, string theory. In this, 9 becomes this. In string theory, right, you actually have to have 12. The ruler. What is the ruler? String theory. You see, so it works out to the ruler in the understanding of 2 cubes equals 12. Go up here, go over to the center, go down the center, go over here, lift it up and pull the string straight, right? 5225 creates bricks, creates the numbers 5 and 2. Create the TV set. Looks like a T standing over an O. Looks like a 1 dash next to a 0. 2 empty spaces, H and I. Building of the bricks. Can you imagine? Can you see what I see? Because I'm not seeing this. I've drawn it and I know it. I can design it for use and those who do not know it. I'll do a quick rendition. Okay. In this rendition, we're only going to build some bricks. We're only going to make a couple of bricks, right? You know the way they lay bricks on houses, you know? Put the mortar into place. Well, we're going to just put the mortar into place. And when we put this mortar into place, okay, I got a fly that's flying on me. What do you see? You see 5 and 2 kissing. 5 and 2 sitting in a tree. This is my TV set standing up here. Here's 2 bricks making sure it can't fall down, right? Here's my CC. Inside of here we also have the I, which is the separation of 2 bricks, and the brick above and the brick below. On each side separating, we now have the H. The brick above and the brick below separated by 2 bricks, one on each side. So this is your high 52. H and I, 5 and 2, representation of 6. 625, or 25 times 25, or 41 times 625 equals 25,925. This one over here, 25 times 25 equals 625. 1.25 times 5 equals to 6.25. It takes 20 plus 5 quarters to create this. 20 plus 5 quarters, the 4 worlds, and then the core, the separation. The separation, okay, is created when you have all the worlds stopping here. Let me see if I have that design on the other side. Yeah, it's right over here. Well, this is the backwards design. All the worlds, see, this world stops here. This world stops here. And this world stops here. And this world stops here. And then you have the E world. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. D, 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 D. Right? C, 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 C. Right? D, 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 D. D and J are the same thing. 4 and 10. 4 and 10 are the same. The opposite of 4 and 10 are the same. 6 and 4. Okay. The opposite of that will be 13. 13, 1 and 3. Both bringing on the 7th gate. 3 and 1 is 4. 3 and 1 is 4 again. 6 and 4 is 1. 6 plus 4 equals 10 equals 1. 3 and 1 equals 4. 10-4 communication. CB code. CB code. 10-4, right? 6 and 4. 2 times 2, 2 times 3. Connecting of these 2 worlds. So you see we end up adding 2, 1, 2 in here. 2 and then 1 and then 2. 2, 1 and then 2. 2, 1. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 equals 3 and 2, creating 5, 3 separate worlds. 2, 4, 6, 8 come in with the 1 and 8. Then we have 4, 8, 12, 16. 1 and 6 is 7. Now we have 7 and 1. And now we have 8 and 1 coming together, 7 and 8, the creation of Mars. Mars would be BD, AC, BD. We take this chop over here to create it. Separation is here, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 8 that are intervening, 2 and 2, 4, 2 and 2, 4, 4 and 4, 8. The difference between day and night is the E world, separation. Either you're living inside here in your own world, right? And then this one would come up over here on this side. And then this one would, because these get bigger towards their own, but we move over. Right? You've moved from one world into the other one. C, D, E, 3, 4, 5. The reverse of all these numbers, these two numbers would be 9 and 8, 9 and 8, 9 and 8, 9 and 8, 17, 17, 17, 17. Right now they're 4, 4, 4, 4. Excuse me, 3, 3, 3, 3. 12 equals 3. Here, they would now be, instead of being AB, excuse me, AC. There's two ways to do it. I was doing it with AB because I was going ABC to the center, right? Because that's the real way it should be. It should ABC, right? But I end up going CDE, 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 and here I went ACE. Why did I do that? Because it's first and last, right? But here it should be first and last also, but I go last and second. I'm not sure why I did that. So this is a two-thing scenario I'm going to do. I'm going to do it showing it valued at 4 and it valued at 3. This would also have to be area 3, also area 5 at the same time, because all I did is take it out of here. BCD, right? BCDE, BCDE. Do you follow what I'm saying? So this should have said actually ABC. And I'm going to have to put it all here. And all these are going to say Abe, right? But this shouldn't say B. Now I'm a little upset at myself. This shouldn't say that. This should also say the same thing. E, D, B, E, D, C, B, A. So now, should I be doing it this way? I have to show you both ways, okay? No matter what, you can't change the E, okay? Because the E is in the 9 position. See all the way around, you cannot change that E. But anyways, let's focus on these two now, right? Being valued at A and B. No, now I'm going to be valued at D and C. So that would be 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 7 equals to 28. 1, 2, 3, 28. 28 plus 5 equals 33. And that's where you get your 33 cycle. This is also 28, but remember, top side, bottom side, top side, bottom side, left, right. You have to understand what all these things are. They create angles. Very sorry for the mistake. Everything has to do with the 28 cycle. Now, when you want to talk 28 cycle, the reality is see this over here and this one over here? If you were looking at cards right now, the 9 card would be a marking that would be right here. The 7 and the 8 card is on this one, B and B. B and B. Because E is now connected to everything, we're just going to call E Bob, the O letter. Why is it the O letter? Because the reversal of A, B, C, D, and E, okay, top to bottom, bottom to top becomes A and E, which becomes the 15 letter is O, Ford 150. So we see the way this comes into the enactment, right? And now we have across letters. Remember, we have across letters, right? A, B, boom. How do we get A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, D, C, B, A? All right, we got E all the way up here. Here we have B, C, D, right? B, C, D, E, all right? So now we have 2 E's, but this is on the second level level of E. The first E, 5, 14, 23, 3 levels of E. 1, 2, 3. Here's the third level, but are we talking in Pythagorean? Are we talking in Chaldean? Are we talking in numbers? Where's our number scale coming from? So anyways, this is the relationship, how everything goes together. This is your 4x7, 28, the moon. And we have to understand that the 4 area, right, must own above and below, right over here. 4 area, 1 area, 7 area. 4 owns all of them. 4 is in black. Here is the 6 area. The 6 area owns from the 3 area all the way to the 9 area. Now we have to do the same scale over here. The value of 4, because 4 is the driver, the 4 of the driver, it is DMV. And the value of 6, being 6 to man, we got 6 to man, Fox. So we got driving a motor vehicle by Fox 52 television set. Raphael, I present to you what art science does. The word 11, okay, just want to do this, equals to 63, and that is a representation of the high sky and Jupiter. 12 is the gateway. It is part of the 11 system, okay? 12. There's only a certain amount of ways that you can get these, and the expressions will explain to you what is happening in our star system. Raphael, I'm learning how the sailboats work, rocking in our sky. Thank you for watching this video.